remember the joys of graduation, right? 12 long years. Well, you probably graduated kindergarten and eighth grade, and then, the next 4 years. So, 4 long years. We were excited. We just couldn't wait to walk across that stage. Now, the younger generations, I'm 41, we did a little celebrating. You had one or two that would do something crazy. But for the most part, everybody was civilized. They knew how to act. They were respectful of themselves and the adults in the room. The adults in the room. We had respect for adults as well as ourselves, but we had respect for adults. This generation, not so much. They do not care about respecting themselves, or they don't give a hot dog about adults. Take a look at this young lady that had her diploma held for what she did on stage. Just a little waving. Okay, you cute. Girl, are we at Magic City? What do we do? You bouncing it. Not only did you drop it, but you drop it and you bounced it. You shook what your mama gave you. My question is, was your daddy there? Was your mama there? You just embarrassed your family. Unless your family is ratchet and they don't give a hot dog, then of course they're not gonna care. But I could not ever in my life do something like that in front of grown adults. And they always want to talk about, women always want to talk about how we're over sexualized and men always look at us in a sexual way. Well, look at how you're presenting yourself. You literally dropped it and bounced that thing. Like, what? Ma'am, what are you doing? Now, if you would have saved that for after at a graduation party, while y'all was out dancing or whatever, then that's one thing. But for you to do that in front of the faculty and staff as well as parents, like, you have no respect for yourself or your freaking family. And see, here's the thing. I do teach my son not to care what other people think, but I also teach him to have respect for himself. Why does everybody need to see you shaking your butt? I just don't understand the obsession with shaking your butt. Now, mind you, I don't think there's a problem with it, right? But there's also a time and a place to do these things. And this graduation stage was not the place to do it at all. See, this is where we're going wrong as a society. We're doing any and everything everywhere, anywhere, anytime. There was a time where things were held for certain times, for certain situations, but now we do whatever we want, when we want, wherever we are. No one cares about anything anymore. And I think we need to get back to a place where we have couth about ourselves, respect for ourselves. There's no reason any and everybody should see you bouncing your butt on the stage. Now, let's see what she had to say about her dropping it like it was hot at her graduation.
Hello everyone, my name is Typion Campbell /Siki Sue, and I'm reporting here to talk about my discrimination. Wait. I've come here to talk about how I've been wrongfully done at Chicago Tech Academy and how I didn't receive my diploma because I did a split on stage.
Wrongfully done. Ma'am, I'm pretty sure that they gave you all rules on what you could do and what you could not do during this time. So how were you wrongfully done? You were wrongfully done because you didn't follow the rules. There's consequences in life.
Now, a quick backstory. I've been telling these people for weeks that I was going to do a split on stage. It was not a surprise. They just thought I was joking.
So just because you've been telling the people that you were going to do the split on stage for weeks, what does that mean? I'm pretty sure they've been telling you all the rules of graduation for the last few weeks as well.
And that's the problem now. Don't think I'm joking, because I'm not. So yeah, I did my split on stage, and I walked across, and it was an area where you're supposed to take pictures with your diploma. And the person who was handing out my diploma, she was just looking slow. Well, excuse me, not slow. But she was standing there looking crazy. So I'm like, babe, what are you doing? Give me my diploma. And she's like, I honestly thought that they mixed up my name and didn't have my name in the right order. I didn't even think that she was purposely not trying to give me my diploma at first. And then everyone's telling me, oh, just go back and get it, go back and get it. And I'm like, wait, you're telling me to go back and get the diploma, and she's telling me to keep walking. So what do y'all want me to do? So I was just confused. I ended up keep walking across the stage, and I was standing there for a minute. I was standing there like, I'm not moving until I get my diploma. I'm not moving until I get my diploma. Why didn't you give me my diploma? So I ended up sitting down. Long story short, everybody's like, sit down, sit down. So I had a seat. I went, sat down, whatever. After I sat down, I was escorted out of the graduation ceremony, and I was taken outside by a dean. And I was met with my principal, Shackleford, Miss Shackleford, Zatea Shackleford to be exact. And I was met out there, and she was beyond angry, like livid. It was genuine tears in her eyes, and her mouth was shaking. She was really, 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 really upset. And she's like, you need to figure out a way how you're gonna make up for this. You're not getting your diploma until you figure out a way how you're gonna make up for what you just did. And I'm like, wait, I have to figure that out, or do you have to figure that out? So yeah, this was honestly.
See, the problem is these young people think that life is a game. Social media has made people believe that you can play and do any and everything you want at any time. Like I just said, like they just play entirely too much. But see, the real world is going to smack her in the face here real soon.
Just a confusing experience. Long story short, I ended up leaving. I didn't even get to do the left to right or right to left with the graduation cap because I was really upset. Like, I was really upset. And then to end this off, the next line of students who went, a girl went up that stage and did a. So let me tell y'all something. That girl still received her diploma and everything. But my act, the whole world shook. So yeah, it's been countless of times where I've been punished more than another student just because of me. I think the school has something personal against me. Why? I have no idea. I think it's because I'm happy, I'm glowing, I'm always outgoing.
You know, as a black woman, I just don't deem it necessary to shake my butt any and everywhere that I go. But, I mean, what else are these girls supposed to do? When you have grown black women on reality shows, in politics, what was that, mayor or somebody? She was caught on camera out twerking somewhere. Black women twerking in restaurants, brunch spots. Just all they do is shake their butts. Like, I could never just shake my butt. If I'm on the dance floor, sure. If I'm at home with my husband, sure. But just out for the world to see, and then you get mad when guys approach you the way you're presenting yourself. How on earth does that make sense? And the girl that shook her little tail feather, she should have had her diploma held as well. I wonder if she was black. I don't know. The girl didn't say. Either way, she should have had her diploma held as well. So legally, they can't keep her diploma. They would eventually give it to her. This girl is excited that she went viral. That is the state of the world that we're in today. She doesn't care that she dropped it like it was hot in front of all these people. She doesn't care about embarrassing herself or her family. She doesn't care about disrespecting herself or her family. She just doesn't care. All she cares about is going viral. And now she's made it to the news.
Viral graduation split that split the internet. Sparked a huge debate nationwide. Left a teen in Chicago without the diploma she says she earned. So after days of controversy, millions of views online, and a face-to-face meeting with the principal, she went back to school. Here's Tia Ewing with an update.
So people in the video were saying, you know, it would have been cool with a split.
Yes.
You did a little split, a little twerk, little booty pop. Any regrets?
No, I do not have any regrets.
And keep in mind, this is a stripper move. It's a stripper move, period, point blank. You youngins can try to switch it up the way you want to, but it is and will forever be a stripper move.
Honestly, I didn't think it was a twerk. In my opinion, I thought I was just doing a split.
Your opinion, you didn't think it was a twerk. You just thought it was a split. Girl, if you just thought it was a split, you would have just went down and got back up. You wouldn't have popped that thing for everybody to see. Come on now. Let's not be naive.
I apologize to anyone who thought it was inappropriate, and I am truly sorry. But I have no regrets at the same time.
Of course. A split is when you drop down and you get back up. You intentionally dropped down and popped it, and then you did it again, and you just thought it was a split. Girl, we were not born yesterday. You were, because you only 18 years old, but we were not born yesterday.
Seen it on your phone,
The center of an online debate.
on your timeline, in your group chat. The split that stopped a graduation. One celebratory moment turned Tyvion Campbell into a viral sensation. A high school senior dropping into a split and what many online called a twerk. Just before receiving the diploma she spent years working to earn. But that moment made headlines, and it also kept her diploma right out of her hands. What made you decide you're going to go ahead and apologize to her?
Because personally, I can't help how she feels about what I've done. So all I can do is try to amend for it, you know?
Inside Chicago Tech Academy, school officials didn't want our cameras following the conversation.
You'd be able to talk. You guys are waiting in the office, but the news cannot come.
So we waited. 5 minutes later, the doors opened. And Campbell walked.
Wait, let's go back a little bit. Listen. Is that her mama with all that wagon she dragging? Her daddy ain't there. Her daddy probably don't live there. And I know y'all don't like to hear that. But it's the thing, when you grow up with your father, one that has sense and one that the family respects, there's certain things that you don't do. There's certain things that he teaches you not to do. He teaches you how to respect yourself, respect your family, not to put yourself out there like a streetwalker. But you can just see from the bodycon dress, mama was probably proud of what her daughter did and is enjoying this moment just like she is.
Doors open. And Campbell walked out dancing and holding what she says she earned.
The logo.
Her high school diploma.
No matter what I did, I do deserve this degree. I worked 12 hard,
It's not a
long
degree.
years.
Let's get this straight, ma'am. It's not a degree. It's a diploma. Okay?
Just for a diploma. I ended up ultimately apologizing to her and saying she's been receiving emails about death threats.
For Campbell, this was never about regret.
And see, the internet takes it too far. Why are you giving this woman death threats for following policy? This how you know the world is in disarray. Some people are trying to maintain rules and policies and different things that keep us together and in order, and you want to send her death threats for not giving this girl a diploma because she didn't follow the rules. See, that's the problem. Nobody wants to be held accountable for their actions. You can't just do any and everything you want to. You just can't.
It was about resolution. What would you tell another student that's graduating?
I would tell another student to be just as outgoing as me. Whatever they feel is right to do on that stage, make sure you do it. You deserve this moment and you've earned it.
Waving to the crowd before dropping.
And while the internet may still be debating whether the celebration went too far,
It's a lot of 50-50 comments. A lot of people think maybe it was a bit inappropriate and others think that it wasn't anything wrong with it. And I just appreciate everybody for giving their opinion.
the split may have made her famous.
So glad that I was able to finally receive my diploma.
But it's the diploma that will take her where she's going next.
I would definitely say make sure you get the diploma first and then do your dance.
Tia Ewing, Fox Chicago.
Well, I'm pretty sure legally they can't hold her diploma, like I said before. But if she had any scholarships, I can guarantee you that they pulled them scholarships, and I bet she will not get them back. Once they take something away from you, they do not give it back. So y'all can have your little fun, your little dances, your little booty pops, whatever. But once they decide that they snatching something away from you, you're not getting it back. So hopefully that wasn't the case. I did see some comments in another video saying that she had some offers that were taken away from her. Hopefully that's not the case. But if it is, and then a lot of people don't like the attention from social media. Y'all have to understand, not everyone is caught up with social media. Like these colleges and stuff, a lot of them are still old school, right? Just like the government, you still have to wait for certain things to process. You still have to, they still mail things out. You still have to go in the office and talk to them. Like, a lot of people aren't caught up with the internet. So if her doing all of that got her scholarships snatched, she's not going to get them back. A lot of people don't want that negative attention brought to their establishments. And hopefully that's not the case. But if it is, hey, that's a lesson learned of consequences. There will be consequences for your actions. And young people really need to understand that, especially in the day of the internet, because your identity will not be erased from this thing. It is here forever. It will affect your jobs. It will affect your schooling. It will affect many, many things. So think about things before you do them. And always remember, someone is always watching. Always. There's so many cameras in the sky. There's cameras everywhere. And people have cell phones with cameras. And someone is always watching you. So always remember that. Until next time.